Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and this is a new adventure. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure what's going on. I went to go live, and the option to go live on my page was not showing. So I think I'm on my personal page right now, and I don't know how anybody is going to find me unless you get some sort of notification. I'm just going to take a look on my business page, but I don't think I'm here or there or, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. I know I read something about um, Facebook was not going to let us um, go live through other services. I go through Zoom to Facebook so that I can, um, yeah, it says I'm live over here. So I go through Zoom so that I can set up all my cameras and have everything done in advance. And oh, but I thought that was just for groups, and my business page is not a group. So here I am. We're going to do some crafting, and I will try and figure this out after the fact and see if I can get it fixed for next time. In the meantime, I apologize to those of you sitting on my Great Stamping with Connie Facebook page going, where is she? She sent a notice that she was going to go live at 2 o'clock today, which is unusual in the first place. Usually it's 4 o'clock. And now I'm doing it early because I have a meeting later today. Oh my goodness. This is just one of those things, right? And it's not really a technology issue, although I realize now I don't have my microphone on. Oh, I hope you can hear me okay. I hope the sound is not horrible. Um, and we're just going to go ahead and do this. Oh my. Yeah, I always promise you an adventure. It's an adventure for me as well. Okay, let's just do some crafting, shall we? So, here we go. Oh my goodness. Um, Celebration is on, and it is our biggest promotion of the year. It's a wonderful opportunity to uh, get more for your crafting dollar and extend uh, your shopping, your buying power, or whatever, with free stuff. Every time you spend $60, you can select a free item from the celebration brochure. So how awesome is that, right? Um, so one of the things that I wanted to share with you today is some of the designer series paper. There is a lot of designer series paper in the celebration brochure, and it's beautiful. I mean, what designer series paper isn't generally? Some of them catch our eye more than others, and some of them are truly stunning, but they are all lovely. And you know what? Some that you might see in the catalog or in print or even here on my video, you might sort of go, oh yeah, it's okay. And then you get it, and when you see it live, it is just stunning. So something to keep in mind. It is difficult to get uh, a really good picture of our designer series paper that shows you how truly lovely it is. And when you see it in real life, a lot of times you go, oh, wow, that's even more gorgeous than I thought it was going to be. So, okay, crafting. I am using a piece of the Flight and Airy designer series paper, and this is the pack that has all of the little birds and things in it. So it's beautiful. I love the colors. And so I thought I would use this for this card. So I have a piece that is 12 inches wide and 5¼ inches tall. And that's important because we want our pattern to be going in the right direction. So you don't want to cut it long ways. You want to cut it across the wide. Okay. And now we are going to score it. So I have my trimmer here, and you will notice there's a dark blade at the top here. That is a blade. It is the cutting blade. So we don't want to be using that. we want to be using the light gray one. That is the scoring tool. Okay, so I'm scoring that at 2 inches, at 4 inches. I'm going to need to extend my arm. This goes all the way out to 17 inches, or a little over 43 centimeters. So it is very, very long. I don't need all of it, but I do need some of it because I'm going out to 8 inches, and I'm going to be moving out of the camera, I think, here in a moment, maybe. Oh, no, not quite. 8 inches and 10 inches. Okay. And a long time ago this morning, I started to type that into a post to put onto Facebook. And I will do so, but it's going to go onto my business page. And so I will have to get this video over there somehow. Hopefully. Oh my, yes, we will see. Okay, so I've set the trimmer aside for a moment, but it is still close because the next thing we want to do is grab a ruler, and I am going to measure 2 inches down the side here, and I'm just going to put a little pencil mark, and then I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to measure 2 inches down from the top. Put a little mark over there. Is that it's working? Just difficult to see. See that? Oh, I think that's it there. No, it's not. Okay. Oh, it's down here. If you're having trouble seeing, you could always do it on the back as well. Just that's not really important. I think it's my pencil that is it's a mechanical pencil. It's coming to the end, so it just keeps sliding back up in to my pencil. Hope I just put that in here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah. No, doesn't show up a whole lot on that side either. I think we'll be okay over here. So now I'm going to bring my trimmer back, and this time I am going to use it as a trimmer. I'm just going to fold these seconds. So this is there's another score line here. Here's the first score line. I've just given it a bit of a fold on the second score line so that I can see where it is, because I want to cut from the second score line to that 2-inch mark. That is incredibly difficult to see. Oh my goodness. The other paper I used was easier to see some of these things. And then we're going to cut this triangle off. Now, because we are cutting angles, remember we want to start our cutter somewhere in the middle. And it doesn't matter where. We're going to go up and down. We just don't want our blade smushing against the paper where you have this very sharp tip, because you could just bend your paper. I mean, it will eventually cut, but we don't want to round that corner. We want it to be a nice sharp cut. So we're going to start in the middle and cut up. Okay. And this is the basis for our card. Okay. It's kind of been one of those days. But it's been incredibly productive. Oh my goodness. I am on the ski hill 5 days a week. So that's a lot. The 6th day, I drive to Toronto for my synchronous swim practice. So that's another day that I am not at home. And then I have 1 day a week that I am home with, I'll say, no other obligations. Not as much on the go. And that's the day I do the lion's share of my crafting things. So that's today. And I need to make it as productive as I can. So I have this, so that's wonderful. Okay, so this is going to be our card. Now, what we need to decide, we're going to fold this, and you can fold it forward and back. It won't be the end of the world, but this way it's going to show a lot of that blue, and I think I want more of the birds showing. So I am just going to redo this fold, and I'm going to fold this. This is the first score line that we had made, and I'm just folding that, and I'm going to crease with my folder. And this way we will see this designer series paper. That's the beauty of this card layout. It really shows off our beautiful paper. So this way, don't. Now, before we get going on the rest of it, you want to take these triangles, flip them over, and we are going to glue them at the bottom. So this has a little bit of pattern, but I think when it gets folded up, you won't notice too much. Ideally, if you use a paper that doesn't have any direction, you will be good because you do actually flip some top to bottom. But this one will be okay. And there'll be other things going on our card, so your eye will be somewhat distracted. And you're just going to put this right down in the bottom corner, along the bottom edge and up the side. That. Okay. And then I'm going to take the other one and put it over here. And this paper is scored, and that's fine because this is actually going to just fold in with our card. The first time I made one of these, it was like, oh, wait a minute, my paper's got score lines in it. You're going to see that. And well, you kind of do see it, but you see it because it's folded there. So that it's all good. It all matches. So, okay. Whoop, there we go. So now we have this for our card, and you may need to just give this a little squish again, just to get everything down. So there we have our birds still showing in the middle, and our birds will be in the back. And then we have the other card, or the other pattern as well. So this piece is basic white. It is 4 inches tall by 3 3/4 inches wide. And I made it 4 inches so that it wouldn't stick out the top. Scoring looks like it's just a little bit off there. We seem to have a little gap, and a little gap is probably better than having overlap. But just going to bring this back a smidge so that it's just a little closer in the center. Positive I accomplished much there, but it will be okay. Now, you can stamp on this or decorate it. I did not even bring a stamp. Surely I would have things somewhere. Okay, so if you were at my paper pumpkin party recently, you may recall that I was using this birthday stamp, or a little tiny puppet here. Maybe we can use this little guy. So this stamp set was actually not a paper pumpkin stamp set. It came in paper pumpkin. In March, paper pumpkin has its birthday anniversary, and they always send us a little extra gift. and it's usually a second stamp set. And they've said already that they are going to send a second stamp set this year. So if you are not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, that looks a little odd. It needs some other things to give it context. I think it's actually supposed to be the middle of a flower. So, since I have this double-sided paper, I am going to try a different stamp. I just need to grab one. Oh, what do we have here on our desk? We have this little flower. I'm not really. Oh, look here. See, here's why it's good not to clean up your desk all the time. Not really, but translucent florals. There's a beautiful little flower. I have used this for the inside piece parts a number of times. It works really well. It's lovely. The translucent florals, if you don't have that right, look at all these things we're kind of going off topic about, but they become relevant. Sorry, translucent florals. You will not find this stamp set in a catalog. It is one of our online products. So if you go online to my store, you can either look up the online exclusives, it's a category, or you can search for translucent florals, and then it will come up. There's a stamp set and a die, and there is bundle pricing on it, which is awesome. And there is also some beautiful, like truly beautiful, I have to say, coordinating designer series paper. And if you have not played with translucent florals stamp set, I would highly recommend it because it is a beautiful stamp set. Okay, this is from the, I want to say perennial postage. Not sure it's called perennial postage, but it is the postage set. Does that make sense? In the mini catalog, coordinates with, it's actually one of the suites that has two stamp sets with it. Here we go. The perennial lavender. So perennial lavender suite has the lavender with the dyes and everything, but then it also has perennial postage, which is just all sentiments. So there's no sentiments in this one, and there's only sentiments in this one, and then all of these postage stamp sort of dies. Lots of fun. So that's where these are from. And I am going to use just a hello sentiment. This is from the Heartfelt Hellos stamp set. And this is another celebration item. Terry, hello! You found me. I don't know what's up with either Zoom or Facebook. I'm assuming it's something up with Facebook, but it wouldn't, or maybe it's it got something to do with us trying to get in to do the retreat stuff. But I could not go live on my business page. So here I am live on my personal page. And I need to sort that out later. But we are having our online global retreat is this coming weekend. And if you have not registered for that, you still can register for the online access, which will get you the PDF tutorials. So you just have to cut your own scripts for your make and takes. And it gets you access to the Zoom parties that we host and the Facebook page that is a private group for our event that hopefully we can go live in. We could the other day when we tested it, and I'm wondering if that's maybe why my stuff is messed up. I don't know. I'm going to try and figure that out later, but I didn't have my page to go live in, so here I am on my personal page, and somebody found me. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So I'm just going to put this down. Oh, I did it wrong. okay, we're going to make this 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 because it's 4 inches is just a little bit wide. Oh, and now I have Alexa or somebody helping me. Okay, yeah, one of those days, eh? This will work. It won't matter that it's just a tiny bit shorter, but this way our flower will be in the right side up in the corner where we want it. Okay, because it's one of those days, it makes sense that that's what happened. And then, oh, oh, that didn't work out too well. The birdies should have been up there. I wonder, hmm, hmm. I'm going to kind of cover up these birds when I put my sentiment on. Maybe I can leave one. He can be sitting. He'll just be sitting on there. I'm just going to put this low. Okay. So I like to pop my sentiments up with dimensionals. But for this one, because this is going to go just on half of my card front, I want to glue it down. And I'm going to use the liquid glue just to make sure it's good and secure. Um, so rather than using the dimensionals where I don't get as much coverage overall, I'm going to put my dimensionals on my sentiment card, and then I'll put my frame on my card flat. Hope that makes sense. We'll see. So there we go. So that is propped up, and then I'm going to put it on here flat. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, make sure you only put adhesive on half of this. Otherwise, you're going to not be able to open up your card, which is, could be how your day is going, if your day is going anything like mine at this point, but it's not really what we want. So, okay, I'm just going to put that right down there. These cards do pop open a little bit, but over the course of time, if you keep giving it a nice squish, it will lay down flat. Okay. Now we just need. Oh no, we need a card base, don't we? So card base is just a single layer. Okay, so there's not actually a back that opens because this is the part that opens, and this is just standard size, 5.5 by 4.25. Okay, and this is Calypso Coral, which is the color that I used for the ink and the sentiment, because it is the color of the flowers. So let's put this right down here, center it. There we go. And now we need some gems. It's always the fun part. I used some of these on the other card, and they would probably go really well on this card as well. So these are the brushed metallic adhesive back dots, and see, I only have bold ones left on this sheet. There are 3 colors on a full sheet, but I've been using them, and so some are used up. There will be more. Okay. Put up in flower. A little closer. Just gonna stick it in the flower. Sometimes, you just silly things trip you up when you're crafting, right? Like, just stick it down, it'll be fine. Okay, so there is our card, and then it opens up, and we can put our message inside. And look at Like, look at all the beautiful designer series paper we have here. And when you close it, you see more of the, uh, this is Lost Lagoon here. I get some adhesive on there to, my adhesive remover is behind here. Always scared to touch things. Everything's set up, don't touch it. It'll fall apart. There we go. And there's our card. Okay. I did another card that I seem to have lost. Oh, I used the Sunny Days paper for this one, and that is also a celebration paper. And here's this one. So I used the same sentiment. Oh, thanks, Sarah. I'm glad you like that fold. It's an awesome way to show off your pretty designer series paper. So this is from the Sunny Days pack, and I love these rainbows. I think they're so much fun. And then just little flowers. Same sentiment pieces and same gems. So, and because this was all greens, mostly in tones of shaded spruce, I decided to add a whole new color, just to give a little more color here. So on this one, I just stayed with one of the colors in the papers because there are more colors in this paper. So there you have it. There's your two cards. Hope you like them. It's quite an easy fold, but it's a little bit fancy. And we kind of like fancy. We like fancy when it's easy, don't we? Okay. Oh gosh, I'm all crooked here. Stands to reason today, doesn't it? I think my phone is actually what's crooked, but anyway. Okay. Let me come back in here. There we go. So my next task will be to try and figure out how to get this over to my Great Stamping with Connie Facebook page, and you will find it there, hopefully, along with, I took a photo of this card. I suppose now I could take a photo of both of the cards, but there's a couple photos of this closed and open so that you can see how it works. And I will give you the scoring measurements, and then you can make your own. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope you like the cards, and I hope we can craft again together really soon. In the right place next time, maybe. Have an awesome rest of the day, everyone. Take care. Bye for now.